Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I'm your very host Oluwa Just Talk It. Please do it to subscribe, like, and of course share the video with your friends. Yeah, so it's been a very hectic and rough week. Yeah, we lost Mohbad during the week. He died on Tuesday, and the cost for his death is yet known. And many have been calling for investigation and all right. And there have been lots and lots of videos circulating online, and there have been accusations, there have been finger pointing for who is responsible, who should be arrested, and all right. Yeah, so in this video, I'll be telling you who needs to be arrested or needs to be questioned first. For me, right, for this case to get a speedy solution, I think the first person to be called to answer questions is Shmurda. Yeah, Shmurda is a singer and also a very good friend of the late Mohbad. These two are very close. In fact, there was a time when Mohbad was calling for help, and it was only Shmurda who came out to speak on behalf of this guy, that he said that there was a time he even wanted to commit suicide, that they had to hold him. So Shmurda should know a whole lot has been happening to Mohbad. So he should be called to come and answer some questions. Another person that is to be called to answer questions is Mohbad's baby mama. Yeah, his girlfriend. That lady has been with Mohbad for a very long time. I think she should be among the first persons to be called to answer questions as to what really happened to Mohbad. If she is called, she will be able to tell who and who was threatening her man, who and who were the persons that came to talk to her husband. Really, at what point did the husband got beaten by anybody? Like, these are people that I think that should be called first to answer questions. And another person who I think should be called is Zlatan. Yeah, Zlatan was in a video where they were to do a video shoot, and then one Sam Larry came and he wanted to beat Mohbad. Even though he stood for Mohbad to defend Mohbad, I don't think that was enough. Like, this video just coming out now, that means something has been going on, and he was aware, and yet he kept quiet. So, like, I think he also needs to answer some questions. I think another person who should be called to answer questions is one of the assignee, Lil Smart. Yeah, Lil Smart have been saying some things after the death of Mohbad. Like, he's been saying he don't want to die young. All of this, like, this guy needs to, he needs to talk. Like, he's trying to say something, but he's, encoding all of these things. Like, this guy needs to be called. He should be examined, and then he will be asked questions for him to talk, because I think the guy is willing to open up, but he's afraid, and so he needs somebody who he can confide in. So the police should just call him in, sit him down, and then he will be able to give them the information he knows concerning the death of Mohbad and what these has been going on in that record label, whether it is shady or it is pure. We need to know. Also, another member of the record label, Zinoliski, in the video release where Mohbad was talking before he died, yeah, he said Zinoliski snitched on him. He needs to come and clear himself as regard to what did he snitch him on, and on what did he snitch him on, and to who did he snitch him to. So all of these questions needs to be answered by Zinoliski. And also they need to call this guy who is the person that everybody is pointing out, at Sam Larry. Sam Larry was seen in different videos, harassing this guy. So, like, he needs to come and answer questions as to what business he had with Mohbad. What deal does he have with Mohbad that he will, like, at a point where Mohbad was about to shoot a video, he came with class to chase the guy, So you need to answer questions and all of those things. And also the record label owner, Naira Marley also need to come and answer some questions, because it seems like like something is actually going wrong in that record label. Like, it is not just music as we think. Something else could also be going on, because the boy said something. He said, if anything happens to me, before he died, that was last year, if anything happens to me, Naira Marley should be held responsible. And now he is dead. So they need to really ask this guy what really happened. And remember, after Mohbad died, it took Naira Marley 2 days to come and release a statement. And before then, he released a video on Snapchat where he was dancing. So, like, he needs to answer questions. And now, why I'm saying this person needs to answer questions is because, like, Naira Marley and Sam Larry might not even be responsible for all of these things that people are accusing them of, because Naira Marley might not even be aware that something was going on with Mohbad. Like, many of his boys might just be doing this thing knowing that after the issue this boy had with our boss, if we do this to him, it will make our boss happy. And then perhaps he had it, he kept quiet. He should answer us questions as to, did you hear them? If he did, why did you keep quiet? Why didn't you say anything? These are the things that he should be called to answer questions to. And Mohbad said that he was arrested by the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, and then he was given a substance to take, a white substance to take, and after that, like, his life has never been the same again.
Èmi máa ń lo drug o nígbè kí n mú omi yẹn ní bọ́tù ẹ̀ta ló wà ókè èmi nìkan mo mú kò sẹ́ni tó sọ́dọ́ kó mú rẹ̀ o.
Wọ́n nìkan.
Wà láìtàlẹ̀ ògùn ọlọ́run tó dá mi rí mi nípa ọ̀rọ̀ mo máa ń fọkàn sọ́yìn àlọ́ fi ṣe báyìí fún mi ìgbà tí mo wá dá mu wọ́n wá ní pé àyè mi ò gbé mi báyìí o nígbà yìí mi ò ṣe kọ́kàn náà èmi tó láwọn ọmọ lórí jẹ́ kí mi gbọ́ mo gbọ́ ọlọ́gbàjà mo sẹ́ẹ̀mù sínú nínú fídíò yẹn àwọn sínú náà ní tírí. wọ́n máa fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní kékeré mi máa bọ̀ lé wípé èmi máa bọ̀ lé o wọ́n ní káwọn yẹn ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀ so wọ́n wá tweet wípé Zinoliski true bàtà everybody fẹ́ gbé ní lọ́gbọ̀n sọ pé Mohbad Zinoliski ni ó yẹ tó bá Zinoliski lọ́lọ́ gbé káàkiri so kí ni ìyẹn wáyé kọ́ gbé kí ni Mohbad Zinoliski tiẹ̀ Zinoliski lọ́fẹ́ yìí.
Like his head, everything, So we want to know why, they were busted, they arrested, not just him, but he was the only one that was given a substance to take, and he said that Zinoliski snitched on him. So, like, the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency also needs to answer questions. Like, we need to know which of the offices was he taken to. Is it really a Drug Law Enforcement Agency office that he was taken to, or it was a camouflaged one? We want to know all of these things. Like, and it took the police like how many days to, with everything that's happening online, and we want to know how Sam Larry was able to leave the country when he was like the most wanted person in Nigeria at the time Mohbad died. He fled Nigeria to Kenya, and even the message he dropped, right, saying Mohbad is like a brother to him, he dropped it from Kenya. So we want to know how he was able to bypass, because he used plane, obviously. So he was able to go through the airport like nobody said anything, when we all know like he was somebody that everybody was pointing fingers to. He was able to board a flight and then flew out of the country. So all of these things, like, we need to know. Like, it seems like there's a cabal, like, so we want to know the root of every single thing. I think until all of these persons are called, sat in a place, right, and then hand pointing starts, that's the only way we can get full answer. Judging from the way cases have been handled in our country, Nigeria, I really think that if we wait for the police, right, it might not be something that will happen in the next even 1 or 2 years, right? Sincerely. So I think even the streets now, like, they need to also mount pressure on the government to ensure that this thing is done speedily. Write petitions against these said persons that they need to be arrested. The police need to take this thing very, very seriously, because it is a human being that died, not an animal. So even the society, like you and I, also have a role to play in this case if we really want justice for Mohbad. Yeah, that will be that for now. Until I come your way next time, I remain your very host Oluwa Josh talking.